Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me on my channel. Today's video is going to be a what's in my travel bag video, and I'm basically just going to show you guys what I take with me when I travel, or what I took with me this last time I traveled, and what I used and what I did not use. Okay, so let's get started. This right here is my makeup bag, and this is from Couture. I try to put all the items that I'm going to use first in my makeup routine on top, so when I go in to grab the items, I don't have to dig through my bag. Alright, so first item is the Aveeno Active Naturals Positively Radiant. I don't know why it took me so long to read that. Whatchamacallit, lotion, face lotion. This is the face lotion I'm currently using, and I have been using it for quite some time now. It's lasted me a very long time. I applied this very generously all over my face, and this is what I do before I do anything else. And of course, you always have to make sure you have a clean face. But yeah, so this is the one I'm currently using. Alright, so the next item is the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation, and I have this in the color light. I believe it says 48. This is already my second purchase. I love this foundation. It works very good for me. It's very full coverage, so you have to be very careful with this product, especially if you have sensitive skin. This could potentially break you out. Okay, so the next item is my Studio Fix MAC powder. And this is how it looks like. Basically, yeah, I'm like running really low. As you can tell, I have pretty much nothing there. The pan's pan's coming out. So I need a new one, and this is very basic. Then the next item is my Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. This is just their original one. I am so in love with this. This is probably my holy grail of all holy grails. I am so in love with this product. This is not a review video, so obviously I can't say too much about it, but let me just say this. I have tried a couple of their other foundation primers, and for some reason it does not compare, and I can definitely tell the difference. So this is a must-have. Next bulky item is my Hoola bronzer, and I only have one bronzer with me that I took. Oops, cover that mirror. This is the Hoola bronzer, pretty basic. And then the next item is my Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush Thing in Dollface, and I also only took one one bronzer and one blush, and that worked perfectly fine for me. You have to be reasonable when you're traveling. I know I do this sometimes where I want to take a bunch of different makeup, but then I have to really tell myself, okay, what are you really going to use? How long are you going to be there? Are you really going to use all of this makeup? So I have to be realistic with myself and cut down on the makeup that I'm carrying with me, because I don't want to overhaul and overload all of my stuff and then lose all of my favorite items and have to keep track of everything. It's just, all of it really adds up. So be reasonable with yourself. Next item is my Urban Decay Basics palette, and this is a beautiful palette to travel with you and take with you, because it's all matte. It has a lot of essential colors, and I use all of these colors fairly equally, except a few of them. It really just depends on the makeup look that I'm doing, but this is also a very nice travel friendly size palette, so this is really nice to travel with. Love this thing. This is one of those things that if you couldn't decide what you really wanted to take with you and what you wanted to keep at home, this would be a nice one to just kind of splurge take. So splurge take, you know what I mean. to take with you if you can't decide to put anything away. Put everything else away and take this one additional to whatever other eyeshadows you're going to be taking. Okay, and then the next thing I took is my Narsissist palette. And yes, this is a fairly large palette. Well, I actually kept it in the box because it's very new still, and I wanted to have more protection on the actual palette, so I kept it in the box. But this says a lot about the bag. I mean, this is a fairly large sized item, and it's able to fit inside the bag perfectly. So what I did was I just kind of pushed it against the wall like so. Push that against the wall. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so I pushed it against the wall, and then I kind of just put everything else inside around it. This one was my #1 go-to eyeshadow palette. So this has a really large mirror on this side that I'm covering with the box. And these are basically all of the eyeshadow colors that come in this palette. It is super gorgeous and perfect size for traveling, and very dark, and you have the really dark and smoky vibrant colors all the way down to the really light neutral colors here. So this is a very versatile palette. I love this. I received it as a gift, and I received it as a gift, and I did use this palette the entire time I was there, so this was the essential palette for me. Okay, so I had a tool in here, which is my Sephora pencil sharpener. And yes, this did fit inside my bag, did not damage anything. And I like this one because it has little hole covers for the holes so that your whatever you have in there, or little pieces of your pencil shavings do not come out into your bag, which this side popped off on me and broke off already. I don't know how I really feel about that, but I mean, it was nice while it lasted. Next, I have my waterproof liquid eyeliners, and I like to carry 2 with me. And yes, I did use both of them equally. One I used to fill in, and the other one I use for precision purposes. So I did use both of these, and these are very justified. All right, so the next item is my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. And this is just an essential in my kit. I always use a primer, preferably the Urban Decay primer. And I have to take it with me everywhere I go. Every time I use eyeshadows, it just works wonders for me. That's just my personal opinion. I'm just saying. Hashtag just saying. I took 2 lippies with me. These are NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. And I love these matte lip creams from NYX. They're so beautiful. They are first essentially very kind of glossy, but once they dry really soft and matte looking. It's so beautiful. It's not drying at all. If anything, it feels more like a lip butter, but the color payoff is great. And I need very, very little of these for the color to come out and stay. So last 2 products are concealers, and this one I already have a video on. This is my MAC Pro Longwear concealer. I still live by this concealer, still love it, still use it religiously. It's beautiful. It's been months and months and months on end since I have recorded that video, and it's still here, so that says something. Good job, MAC. Good job. And then this last one is Wet n Wild Coverall. And this is, it looks like a lipstick. It's actually a concealer. It's very light because I like to use this as a highlight, kind of. A highlight concealer, not so much a cover-up concealer. And this is in the color 804. Does not give me a name, but it's in the color 804. And basically, this product is really nice, but you have to be really careful using it. I feel like this could potentially break someone out because it is so thick in consistency. I mean, it is thicker than a lipstick itself. So be very cautious and very careful when you're using this. But I really do love it. I purchased this at Walgreens. very cheap and inexpensive. And as for both of my concealers, I don't know if I mentioned, but I used both of them very equally. So these two, I'm glad I took with me. Alright, so thank you guys so much for joining me on my channel. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that it was helpful. Anyways, it was fun while it lasted. So I will go ahead and talk to you guys next time. Bye!